So I just sat down with The Edge of Destruction, seeing how it would hold up for me, and I thought it was very good overall. I was quite impressed. Some of the better qualities of the first Doctor's era are on display here. The atmosphere is quite chilling, it is effectively moody. Some of the performances, only four of them obviously, are pretty good. Hartnell is rather excellent, and Carol Ann Ford as Susan is creepy, wielding those scissors with a cold, frenzied expression on her. It is decently directed, possibly a filler serial, although they wrung the most out of it for a serial wherein the Doctor, Susan, and their two companions just needed to bicker for two episodes. They did a rather great job of it. I don't know if this one is normally that well considered amongst the first Doctor's era, although I find it pretty solid, and I especially liked Hartnell's brief monologue midway through the second episode. It might even be one of the more memorable moments in the entire classic series, I could go so far as to say. The second episode is very good in general. It would be one thing for the first episode to be watchable or interesting, and then to see it deflate in the second episode, feeling repetitive, mundane, or predictable by comparison, though it is certainly the stronger of the two episodes. Pretty tense, visually considerate, and just rather enjoyable all around. I was more impressed by The Edge of Destruction than I might have thought I would have. I'd recommend go checking out this entry again. I don't know if one would consider it one of the better First Doctor serials, though it is certainly quite far from the worst. I think many would be surprised at the quality of the piece. It may deserve a bit more praise and attention than it could have otherwise received from the fandom, and I think that this ought to change, and many might be convinced that that ought to change, and contribute their own positive assessments of this serial too.